Now, if this is something that hasn't started already, I believe it should sometime during this decade, maybe after the World Cup or before the World Cup. But an MLS NBA partnership. The NBA has a lot of potential to be a true global power because similar to soccer, basketball is a global sport. And the NBA is the creme de la creme of global basketball, similar to how the Big Five Euros is the creme de la creme of global soccer, global traditional football. The thing that's holding the NBA back is its superstar players. It's not all NBA players because the regular non-superstar NBA players, they actually enjoy playing the game. The issue is the superstars, the divas, and their range of emotions. It's just night and day. That's really what's holding the league back. The NBA is in discussions. I don't know if it's official yet, but they're getting ready to create an in-season tournament. And it's something similar to the US Open Cup. But it won't be exactly similar to the US Open Cup because starting off, it's just going to be NBA teams that participates in this NBA in-season tournament. And I think the fans will enjoy it. But the question is, will the superstars enjoy it? Because if the superstars find some kind of way to get injured and find some way to create some mental health disorder, they'll just make up something up and say they have a mental health issue, then people won't be interested in watching the in-season tournament. So this is where you establishing a relationship with the MLS comes in. You can have discussions with the MLS and just study the US Open Cup. See, in the US Open Cup, it wasn't only MLS teams participating. It was other leagues, the USL Championship League, USL League One. And because it was the MLS going against other leagues, not only did it gain more soccer fan interest, but it also, it has transformed. It's always been a national tournament, but because the sport is growing, it is a national tournament. So NBA, you need your own version, your basketball version of the US Open Cup. I think that will generate more interest from your superstar players. Let's say you team up with TBT, the basketball tournament, teams from from that league, or you team up with the top college basketball teams. Not all college basketball teams, but the top college basketball teams like Kentucky, Duke, North Carolina, Kansas, Arizona, UCLA, Indiana. You include them inside the in-season tournament. So now the superstar players, it'll give like the superstar players some sense of pride, because it'll look bad for the guys who are supposed to be the professionals losing to the amateurs. The guys that's in the TBT and the college basketball teams, even though they operate as professionals, but they're amateurs because they're not NBA players. I think that will generate more interest. The interest from the fans are already going to be there, but I think it may motivate the players just to give them some kind of pride. Because if it remains just NBA teams, what basketball fans fear is your superstar players finding some way to get injured, not having any motivation, and finding some way to say that they have mental health issue. So NBA, I think you should wait one full season before implementing the in-season tournament. Study how the MLS conducts business during their in-season tournaments of the CONCACAF Champions League, the League's Cup against Liga MX. Just pay attention to how they operate and how they're able to balance the in-season tournament with their regular season tournament. And it will give you some ideas of how you can conduct business during your own organic in-season tournament.